Fiji politics continues to ramp up, and the individuals at the centre of it all happen to be the two ministers embroiled in a sex and drugs scandal. The General Secretary of the leading party of Fiji's coalition government says ministers must remember that they work for the taxpayer and are public servants and therefore must act accordingly. His remarks to RNZ Pacific follow a recent complaint against his own party member, Women's Minister Linda Tambuya, over her conduct, which is being investigated despite her saying the scandal is fake news.
Sex sells, and so there's fake news, and I find that, some public personalities who are impersonating as media personalities, have gone out there and sensationalized it.
People's Alliance General Secretary Usaia Waqatairewa spoke with Alicia Foon about the unfolding situations.
Well, I believe that the coalition is still strong because I haven't received anything that's untowards with the coalition till now. I haven't received any words or anything. So without receiving any official communication from the other parties, that's where I stand. I believe that the coalition is still strong. I sort of close off all the noise levels that's coming from various directions and just concentrate on maintaining the coalition.
And how would you describe what has been happening over the past week? Has this come as a surprise to the People's Alliance, or has this kind of been bubbling for a while?
I really could not comment on that. Maybe it's bubbling within the other party, the Social Democratic Liberal Party, but we haven't heard anything about what's happening in their party with anything's bubbling there. But as far as I know, they've called a management meeting to discuss the dismissal of the Minister for Education. That was the headline that came out at the beginning of the week. That's about all I could say about that.
People's Alliance confirmed that there was a complaint against Rambuka's cabinet minister at the centre of a sex and drugs scandal. Now, that was Linda Tambuya. Can you speak more to this, and where is that at?
I cannot speak more to that. All I can say is, as we've mentioned in our last press release, which was on Monday after our meeting, Executive Council meeting, is that the letter has been received and they've activated the part of the Constitution where we've started an investigation, which will then report back to our management committee, the inquiry team, and then they will decide what will happen after that from the outcome of the investigation. And once that complaint is accepted by the executive committee to be investigated, they're given 21 days to complete their job. That's all I could say.
And can you speak to the nature of the complaint?
I can't answer that.
But is it related to this alleged sex and drug scandal?
I can't answer that.
Do you have any comments about the conduct of ministers in the People's Alliance Party and what's expected?
I can't answer that either.
Do you believe that things that ministers do on their own terms should be private matter and not for public discussion? We spoke to a political expert that really backed Linda Tambuya, saying that she was an extraordinary minister, and despite the complaint that he does not believe that she should be dismissed, and that anything that she does in private, whether it's on a ministerial trip or not, should not be a black cross on her name.
Well, all ministers must remember that not only all ministers, all parliamentarians must remember that they are public officers and they are paid for by the taxpayers. Their salaries and extras that come with or the privilege that comes with the position that they are filling in. So the public expect some decorum in their behaviour. That's all I could say.
Do you have full confidence in the coalition and in Rambuka?
Yes, of course.
And what do you have to say to the people of Fiji who are concerned about what's happening, considering there is so many layers to these discussions with the alleged affair, ministers being dropped and then reinstated, and then this complaint with Linda?
That's something that the party leader and Prime Minister can only comment on. I can't comment on that.
But as the People's Alliance General Secretary, are you able to provide any reassurance or comments to people that voted you in?
I am not in a position to do that. That would be the party leader's role to comment on that.
When can we hear about the decision surrounding the complaint?
They've given 21 days from the day it was accepted into the management committee, and we could expect something from that. So that was last Monday. So we work on 21 days from there.
And then from there, will you be making an announcement or providing a press statement?
Yes, we'll call a management committee meeting where they will present their findings, and then they'll deliberate on that. And if they decide to make an announcement about that, then it'll be their call.
So you can only say that a complaint was made, but you can't tell us what the nature of the complaint is. Is that correct?
I can't.
Okay. Are you aware that Minister Linda Tabuya went to the Australian body for online images and cybersecurity? Are you aware that she asked for these images to be removed?
Well, I read it in the papers. That's something beyond our control in Fiji. Do I support what she's requested? Well, she's well within her right to do that, then of course we will support it. As I said, it's up to it's her right to do that, and she's complained. And we'll just have to leave it at that.
She responded to us saying it's fake news. So if these images are fake, why has she requested for them to be taken down? Is this part of the investigation into the complaint?
It has nothing to do with that. That's her own prerogative that she's requested that.